Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope you can hear me okay. If my audio messes up, it usually messes up at the start. Welcome. This is Quiz Mr. Trivia. I hope you're all safe and well. Please forgive the helicopter sounds from above. I live on Capitol Hill in Seattle. I just realized that at least two teams aren't in Seattle. Willkommen, bienvenue. We'll be having 4 rounds of trivia starting in about 5 minutes. Before we start, I'd like you to email the name of your team to thequizmister@gmail.com, which appears somewhere here. As soon as I have the team names, we'll get started. We'll do 4 rounds. The first round will be Today in History. The second round will be a round where every correct answer begins with the same letter of the alphabet. Today that letter is H for hotel. Then we'll do a video round. We'll get more on that later. And the fourth round today will be the Dewey Decimal round. Highlighter rank shortage, Tacoma Tigers, Gigi Rocks, and for next week, Notorious P.I.G. I need a pronunciation guide. Is the first A hard or soft? Is it Notorious, because there's a possessive apostrophe in there, or Notorious? For next week. Thank you so much for coming back. If you want to be alerted when the trivia starts, even though it's always today at 7, please hit follow. It helps me improve the stream because it unlocks a bunch of stuff that we kind of need to make this work. Please forgive if my mood's a little different to usual. It's been a rough few weeks on the hill, or a few days anyway. Other than that, the audio is working. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome, but I don't have that chat open. Natario. Okay, I got it. If you're in YouTube in the chat, I don't see that. I can't see that, otherwise it's too many tools open. If you would like to engage in the chat, or just help me out with my statistics in general, go ahead and go to quizmister.com. That's the easiest way to get redirected to where we need to be. Wonderful. All the regulars are here. We're already at 7 teams. So, who knows the path of the wild goose? Just remembered what my mute button was. So we'll give it one more. No more minutes. Okay, round number 1 is going to be Today in History. There are 10 questions. After the round is over, I will not repeat any questions, and you should send your answers to me, hello, at thequizmister@gmail.com. That's after each round. Send me your answers, and between rounds I'll score them and be back with the scores in the next round and the answers. This usually goes for 2 hours. I know for a fact that there are some children who tend to help people out. I'm going to give you a warning now. I sometimes get a bit sweary, and when I've been talking to my family back home, more so than usual. So, with that in mind, my wonderful, wonderful guests, friends, round number 1 is Today in History. Oh, I originally wrote 15 questions. There'll only be 10. Let me know in the chat on Twitch if there's any issues with the video or sound. It might get out of sync on YouTube. That cannot be helped. Also issues with the audio. Except this is the first week where I didn't start with a muted microphone. I think that's progress. This will be, I believe, our 8th week doing this trivia. I will really appreciate it. At the 10th week, decisions are going to have to be made. And those decisions are going to be based on followers. That's all I'm going to say. So, round number 1, question number 1. Who played the 2 top-billed actors in the 1964 musical My Fair Lady? Who were the 2 leads, the 2 lead actors in the 1964 musical My Fair Lady? Actor is a non-gendered term. Question number 1 for the 3rd and final time. I won't repeat questions at the end. If I'll repeat every question at least 3 times. Question number 1 again. Who played the two top billed actors in the 1964 musical My Fair Lady? I only care about last names and I do not care about spelling, so go ahead and write down those last names. Question number 2. In 1979, who became the first pope to visit a communist nation? In 1979, who became the first pope to visit a communist nation? Welcome, Team Holy Calamafuck. First swear wasn't mine. Seal's broken. That's all I'm going to say. Seal is broken. Question number 2 again. In 1979, who became the first pope to visit a communist nation? Normally it's last names, but for this, whatever. Question number 3. Which Washington native wrote the trivia books Maphead, Brainiac, and Because I Said So? Which Washington native wrote the trivia books Maphead, Brainiac, and Because I Said So? Only one of those is any good. And this person once called me a jerk on Twitter and then deleted it. It was class. Question number 3 for the last time. Which Washington native wrote the trivia books Maphead, Brainiac, and Because I Said So? Again, for those of you joining us for the first time, I should also point out I have an accent. I'm from Derry in Northern Ireland. It's one of the reasons I wasn't out on the streets and feel terrible about it. Derry, Northern Ireland. Look it up on the Wikipedias. Question number 4. Wow, that's a long question. Let's see what we can do about that. Question number 4. The Chippewa tribe distracted the soldiers at Fort Michilimackinac by playing which game outside the walls and only entering the fort to get their ball back? The Chippewa tribe distracted the soldiers at Fort Michilimackinac, Michilimackinac, Michilimackinac. That'll do the trick. The Chippewa tribe distracted the soldiers at Fort... I've already forgotten. Michilimackinac. The Chippewa tribe distracted the soldiers at a fort by playing which game outside the walls and only entering the fort to get their ball back? Here for the beer and manslaughter bees. Welcome. You're the baddies. Welcome. So, question number 5. Which French aristocrat wrote 120 Days of Sodom or The School of Licentiousness? When they're in English, I can say them. Which French aristocrat wrote 120 Days of Sodom and The School of Licentiousness? I am bright red and I do not know why. If you've not sent me your team name, now would be the perfect time to do so, because now is question number 5 for the 3rd time. Which French aristocrat wrote 120 Days of Sodom or The School of Licentiousness? Not going to do that question in chat. Question number 6. Which famous fictional character was played on screen by the Olympic swimmer Johnny Weissmuller? Which famous fictional character was played on screen by Olympic swimmer Johnny Weissmuller or Weissmuller? Again, which famous fictional character was played on screen by Olympic swimmer Johnny Weissmuller? Question number 7. By what stage name is the blues guitarist, singer, and legend Elias Bates better known? He died in 2008. 879. By what stage name is blues guitarist, singer, and legend Elias Bates, Ellas, Ellis Bates, better known as? He died today in 2008, 879. Question number 9 all the way through. By what stage name is blues guitarist, singer, and legend Ellis Bates better known? He died today in 2008, 879. Question number 8. Who were the 2 stars of the I'm a Mac commercials, which ran in America from 2006 to 2009? Name the 2 stars of the I'm a Mac advertising campaign. Question number 10 for the last time. Who were the 2 stars of the I'm a Mac advertising campaign, which ran in America from 2006 to 2009? Question number 9. Which East Germanic tribe sacked Rome in the year 455? Which Germanic tribe sacked Rome in 455? You know what's interesting? I'm very bad at trivia. Playing it, like most people's trivia, I'm not great at. I really like writing it, but I'm not necessarily that good at it. If you'd like to see that, I will be streaming me playing trivia sometime this week. I'm just really bad at it. Question number 9 for the last time. Which East Germanic tribe sacked Rome in 455? And finally, question number 10. Which comedian and impressionist played the main character, Pistachio Disguisi, in the film The Master of Disguise? Question number 10. Which comedian and impressionist played the main character, Pistachio Disguisi, in the 2002 movie The Master of Disguise? A film that exists in the real world. It's not just a sketch in 30 Rock. Alright, go ahead and send me your answers to those first 10 questions. I take a slightly longer break after this round because I gotta put in all the team names. I do not have a beautiful assistant. Unless you count the 2 dogs and a rabbit. Yeah, that's everything. If you have any questions, I'll keep an eye on the chat. Otherwise, I will see you in about 5 minutes. I'll put a timer up. I would like you to have it submitted before that timer ends. Then I'll be away for another 2 minutes while I score the latecomers. And I'll be back with the answers on round number 2. Where are we at today?
All right, Treacle?
Blind Date, back for a new season on ITV. There's Beadle. And you've been framed.
For one night only, Dennis Norden's Trailer Cinema.
A new show for Dame Edna.
And it's so full of surprises, I can't tell you anything.
For family thrills, the ultimate showdown, Gladiators. All this and football is free on ITV.
Tonight, may I recommend chick sticks from the Bird's Eye Steakhouse?
They're a bit like chicken fingers.
Don't be stupid. Chickens don't have fingers. Do they?
Eat Kellogg's Rice Krispies as part of this nutritious breakfast.
Citizens, I have stolen all the sounds of the city.
To hear them again, I want $10 billion!
I think we're needed. Better take some ammunition. The sounds, quick, follow them.
Snap, crackle, and pop!
Take this, sucker.
Oh no, what beautiful machine!
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Now that sounds like breakfast.
Early morning sunrise from a penthouse, a timely break from lessons at the schoolhouse, the baby's first day home at a new house. Come on in for coffee, make it Maxwell House. Scoring brownie points in the doghouse. There's such a lovely view from this guest house. Trying to look cool when you fill the full house. Come on in for coffee, make it Maxwell House. Make it Maxwell House.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for submitting all of your answers in a timely fashion. We didn't get any new teams, so we're at 8. Wait, 1, 2, we're at 7 teams. All right, so here are the answers to round number 1. No one got a perfect score. No one got a 0. That means I won that round. Question number 1. The 2 top-billed actors in My Fair Lady are Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison. The first pope to visit a communist nation was Pope John Paul II, because I told you it was 1979. Which Washington native wrote the trivia books Maphead, Brainiac, and Because I Said So, and also called me a jerk on Twitter because I corrected him because he confused dyscalculia and dyslexia. Anyway, Ken Jennings. The Chippewa tribe distracted the soldiers at Fort Michilimackinac by playing what game? Lacrosse is that game. Soccer wasn't invented yet, but worth a guess. Which French aristocrat wrote 120 Days of Sodom? That's the Marquis de Sade. The first... Oh, pardon me. Didn't like those questions. The famous fictional character played on screen by Olympic swimmer Johnny Weissmuller is Tarzan, or Tarzan of the Apes. By what stage name is blues guitarist Ellis Bates better known? That's Bo Diddley. Who were the 2 stars of the I'm a Mac advertising campaign? That's John Hodgman and Justin Long. That was pretty free and breezy with how you spelled those last names. Barry. Just like with the next question, which East Germanic tribe sacked Rome in 455? Visigoths was accepted, as was Goths, because one is a subset of the other. Yeah, Visigoths are Goths. And finally, the comedian impressionist who starred in The Master of Disguise as Pistachio Disguisey is Dana Carvey. It was one of the worst films ever. The next round will be the hotel round, which means every correct answer begins with the same letter of the alphabet. Every correct answer will begin with the letter H for hotel. With that out of the way, there'll be 10 questions. Do it the same way. Submit your answers. I'll be a little quicker getting back to you. Here's question number 1. What name is given to the long prying tool used by firefighters and police officers in the United States to force entry through doorways? It was named after a New York Fire Department deputy chief. What name is given to the long prying tool used by firefighters and police officers in the United States to force entry through doorways and was named after a New York Fire Department deputy chief? I did not leave the music on. Look at me. Class. Question number 1 for the last time. What name is given to the long prying tool used by firefighters and police officers in the United States to force entry through doorways? Named after, as I say, a New York Fire Department deputy chief. Question number 2. According to myth, after Pandora released all evil from the jar or box, what was the only thing which remained inside? According to myth, after Pandora released all evil from her jar or box, what was the only thing which remained inside? Pandora's box was actually a jar, which is why I included that so that no jerk wrote it in the notes. Kind of thing they would pull. Question number 2 for the last time. According to myth, when Pandora released all evil from her jar or box, what was the only thing that remained inside? Question number 3. What name is given to the erectile hairs along the back of the necks of many mammals, most notably dogs? What name is given to the erectile hairs along the back of the necks of many mammals, including dogs? Again, every correct answer begins with the letter H. It's H-bone. Question number 3 for the last time. What name is given to the erectile hairs located along the backs of the necks of many mammals, including dogs? Question number 4. In 1997, 39 members of which cult were discovered dead in San Diego, California? Nice cheery one. I write and set all of the questions, just so you know, and they're all from back when I used to host trivia. I've got thousands of them. And I wrote every single one at every round. Question number 4. In 1997, 39 members of which cult were found dead in San Diego, California? Question number 5. What name is given to the ochre-colored mineral of iron oxide, iron 3 oxide? So what name is given to the ochre-colored mineral form of iron 3 oxide? That is Fe2O3. What name is given to the ochre, O-C-H-R-E, colored mineral form of iron 3 oxide? That's Fe2O3. Question number 5 for the last time. What name is given to the ochre-colored mineral form of iron 3 oxide? Fe2O3. Question number 6. Which rock musical was written by Stephen Trask and John Cameron Mitchell in 1998? Which rock musical was written by Stephen Trask and John Cameron Mitchell in 1998? Question number 6 for the last time. Which rock musical was written by Stephen Trask and John Cameron Mitchell in 1998? Question number 7. Which Texas stand-up comedian published only 2 comedy albums in his lifetime before dying of pancreatic cancer in 1994? Those albums were named Relentless and Dangerous. Which Texas stand-up comedian published only 2 comedy albums during his life before passing away from pancreatic cancer in 1994? His only 2 albums were named Relentless and Dangerous. Question number 8. What name is given to the leadership of one social class or group over another, coming from the Greek word for leader, L-E-A-D-E-R? What name is given to the leadership of one social class or group over another, coming from the Greek word for leader, L-E-A-D-E-R? Question number 8 for the last time. What name is given to the leadership of one social class or group over another, coming from the Greek word for leader? Question number 9. What kind of popular performance engine was first used in 1905 and is today named for the shape of this engine's cylinders combustion chambers? What kind of popular performance engine was first used in 1905 and is today named for the shape of the engine's cylinders combustion chambers? I'll repeat that question in just a sec. Question number 9 for the last time. What kind of popular performance engine was first used in 1905 and is today named for the shape of the engine's cylinders combustion chambers? And question number 10, the last question of the evening. Back to Greek mythology. Which Greek goddess is closely associated with the moon and witchcraft to this day and is the Greek analog of the Roman goddess Trivia? Which Greek goddess is closely associated with the moon and with witchcraft to this day and is the Greek analog of the Roman goddess Trivia? Those are our 10 questions for round number 2. Go ahead and submit those as soon as you're ready. I'm just going to very quickly talk about the next round. It's a video round. There'll be 10 clips from movies. I just want you to name the movie. For a bonus, 3 points. Let's make it worth 3 points. For a bonus, I want you to tell me what connects all of the movies. Not the clips, not the actors, the movies. I'll explain that again when I come back. Go ahead and submit your answers as soon as you can. As soon as I have all of them, I'll be back. The sooner you send them, the sooner we can crack on with the most self-indulgent video round I've ever done. And if you've played before, you know that's And we're back. Everyone submitted their answers, which is terrific. I miscounted. We do have 8 teams. We had a late starter. Welcome. Bienvenue. So our teams are, for today, Notorious P.I.G., GG Rocks, Manslaughter Bees, sorry. See, if I hadn't read it out now, I would have got it wrong when I did the answers. Manslaughter Bees, Here for the Beer, You're the Baddies, Holy Calamafuck, HIS, I will say your name if you place, and the Tacoma Tigers. Okay, so here are the answers for round number 2. Oh, let me just have a look at the totals at the moment and see where we're at. Lowest score is 10, highest 18. The battle for first place is... First place isn't tight. I'm not going to lie. Someone's running away with it. So, next up is the answers to round number 2. Every correct answer began with H. No one missed that fact, so thank goodness. If you're having connection issues, you're probably on YouTube. Twitch is usually better at recovering from them. Thank you so much to Pomegranate for following. I appreciate it a lot, and it makes a difference to the stream. And to whether or not I keep doing it, which has been really fun. I really enjoy this. The answers are, the name of the tool used by firefighters is a halligan, H-A-L-L-I-G-A-N. Also sometimes a hooligan. It's not where that comes from, but a hooligan is an anti-Irish term. But use it anyway. It was anti-Irish like 100 years ago. Get over it. According to myth, after Pandora released all evil from her jar, the only thing that remained was hope. I believe there's other versions that say it was hope and some other things, but hope is what I was looking for. The name given to the erectile hairs on dogs and other mammals are erectile hairs are hackles, H-A-C-K-L-E-S. The cult I was looking for that committed mass suicide in 1997 are the Heaven's Gate cult. Heaven's Gate. What name is given to the ochre-colored mineral form of iron 3 oxide? That's hematite. H-E-M-A-T-I-T-E. Hematite. The rock musical that was written by Stephen Frask and John Cameron Mitchell is Hedwig and the Angry Inch. The Texas-born stand-up comedian I was looking for is Bill Hicks. The name given to the leadership of one social class or group above another. Only 2 teams got that. That's hegemony. Hegemony. Alright, question number 9. The kind of popular performance engine first used in 1905 is a Hemi. And finally, the Greek goddess closely associated to witchcraft is Hecate. H-E-C-A-T-E. No one got a 0. No one got a perfect. And there wasn't a single question that nobody got. That's a win in my book. Next up is the movie round. So, a few quick points, especially for the new people. It's 10 clips of about 20 seconds each of 10 movies. For 1 point apiece, name those movies. Feel free to guess. It'll be fun. For a bonus 3 points at the end, when you've seen them all, for 3 points, tell me what connects those movies. The movies, not the people in them, not the clips, the contents of the clips themselves, the movies. There's music in the background in order to help me avoid copyright strikes. The music is not a hint in any way. It's just the only thing that I knew wasn't going to get us a copyright strike. I include music because it obscures the sound, thus also preventing Twitch or YouTube from shutting us down. If they do shut us down, I've uploaded it to YouTube and I'll give you the link in the Twitch chat if it comes to that. My giant apology, this one... Oh, I also made this and all the trivia before shit head off on Capitol Hill, so if there's anything inappropriate in it or anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, especially the first clip, I apologize immensely, didn't have time to replace it. Here we go, the video round, the movie round. Name the movies. Let's see if we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck.
Yeah, man, you're ready.
Adolf? I don't think I can do this.
Was? Of course you can. Sure, you're a little bit scrawny and a bit unpopular, and you can't tie your shoelaces even though you're 10 years old, but you're still the bestest, most loyal little Nazi I've ever met.
Sir, you should have made your presence known.
In the middle of that beautiful love scene? That wouldn't have been very tactful, would it? But don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Sir, you are no gentleman.
And you, miss, are no lady. But don't think that I hold that against you. Ladies have never held any charm for me.
Crazy days, city lights, the way you play with me. I could
Hey!
tell. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young, beautiful?
Who is this fuck?
Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will.
Oh.
I know you will. I know
You're
that
from
you
the neighborhood.
Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful? Seen the world, let it out as my stage now. Channeling angels and the new age now. Hot summer days, rock.
You wanted to see me?
Away. You play for me at your show. Know the ways I got to know.
So you're a private detective? I didn't know they existed except in books, or else they were greasy little men snooping around hotel corridors. Ah, you're a mess, aren't you?
I'm not very tall either. Next time I'll come on stilts, wear a white tie, and carry a tennis racket.
I doubt if even that would help.
Oh, my foot! Oh, damn! I'm sorry. Oh, damn it, blast it! I'm sorry. And you me. 18 years of total silence, and you me. What?
How dare you invade the sanctity of the captain's quarters?
I thought he was the captain. Hey, I'm hungry. I'm gonna look for something to eat.
I'll take care of that. Hello? Send up the captain's lunch.
Hey, two.
Send up his dinner, too. Who am I? I'm the captain. You want to choose up sides?
When I'm no longer young and beautiful, will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful? Dear Lord, when I get to heaven, please let me bring my man. When he comes, tell me that you'll let him. Father, tell me if you can. All that grace, all that body, all that face makes me wanna party. He's my son, he makes me shine like diamond. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful? Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful?
All right. And you're ready.
Adolf,
Hmm?
I don't think I can do this.
Was? Of course you can. Sure, you're a little bit scrawny and a bit unpopular, and you can't tie your shoelaces even though you're 10 years old, but you're still the bestest, most loyal little Nazi I've ever met.
Sir, you should have made your presence known.
In the middle of that beautiful love scene? That wouldn't have been very tactful, would it? But don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Sir, you are no gentleman.
And you, miss, are no lady. But don't think that I hold that against you. Ladies have never held any charm for me.
Crazy days, city lights, the way you play with me. I could
Hey!
tell. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young, beautiful?
Who is this fuck?
Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will.
Oh.
I know you will. I know
You're
that
from
you
the neighborhood.
Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful? Seen the world, let it out as my stage now. at your show. And all the ways I got to know.
So you're a private detective? I didn't know they existed except in books, or else they were greasy little men snooping around hotel corridors. Ah, you're a mess, aren't you?
I'm not very tall either. Next time I'll come on stilts, wear a white tie, and carry a tennis racket.
I doubt if even that would help.
Oh, my foot! Oh, oh, damn, damn, damn! I'm sorry. Oh, damn, damn it, blasted! I'm sorry. And you schmee. 18 years of total silence, and you schmee. What?
How dare you invade the sanctity of the captain's quarters?
I thought he was the captain. Hey, I'm hungry. I'm gonna look for something to eat.
I'll take care of that. Hello? Send up the captain's lunch.
Hey, two.
Send up his dinner, too. Who am I? I'm the captain. You want to choose up sides?
When I'm no longer young and beautiful, will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful? Dear Lord, when I get to heaven, please let me bring my man. When he comes, tell me that you'll let him. Father, tell me if you can. All that grace, all that body, all that face makes me wanna party. He's my son, he makes me shine like diamonds. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm no longer